So guys, do you know that feeling when you have a crush on someone? Well, I don't know how about you, but I definitely have a crush on perfume. So in today's video, I decided to sit down and chit-chat with you about top 5 of my perfume crushes. And as you know, that feeling when you see your crush, it's like some excitement and almost like butterflies in your stomach. So that's how I feel when I wear these perfumes. And another aspect of a crush is that I feel like you cannot really have him or her, you know, harder to get, blah blah blah. So that's why these fragrances I'll share with you today are in the sample format that I wish I had in a full-size bottle. So let me tell you more about them, and make sure to subscribe to my channel if you're new here, and please give this video a thumbs up. Let's get started. So hello everyone, and welcome to this chatty floor episode that is going to be about my top 5 perfume crushes. Some of these perfumes are brand new, I've just recently fell in love with them, and some of them I've been a fan of for a while. So today you can expect niche fragrances from around the world, and I wanna get started with a perfume that I have actually in the biggest bottle today. It's a decant. I got it from Unique, and this is a company that provides such handy decants of very popular fragrances. So just in case you are interested in some interesting niche perfumes, check out their website. I even have a discount for those who want to have a perfume subscription. But on that note, I wanna talk about this bad boy right here that is called Psychedelic Love, and it is by the brand PERFUMES. And I find its name is just spot on because, oh my goodness, something about this perfume really puts you in this trance. You kind of like love this perfume just the way it is. You don't want to change anything about it. It's super attractive, it's very beautiful, it's very opulent too. So let me just spray a little bit on. The sprayer is so good. So basically, to give you kind of like an idea how it smells, it's a very powdery fragrance. You can imagine ylang-ylang petals with kind of like pollen powder on top. So because ylang-ylang in here is so dominant, and this is quite, I would say, an exotic tropical note, it just has this very sunny vibe. So it's a very positive perfume, it's powdery, it has beautiful sweetness to it, and some kind of aphrodisiac in there for sure, because first of all, I know that people love it, and I was pretty skeptical about it, but as I tested it, oh my god, I have a massive crush on this perfume that I find super sexy, that I think is a great dating perfume. It's very likable, and every time you smell it, it just makes you feel good. So I have a crush on this perfume. I want to have it in a full size. I definitely recommend it to everyone. I know it's kind of like a hype perfume, and in my opinion, it's worth all the hype around it. So let me know how you feel about Psychedelic Love. I know that there are other fragrances that are getting compared to it. For me personally, it's a little bit similar to the Orchid by Tom Ford, but this one is so much more wearable and less heavy and just super enjoyable. It's quite an opulent fragrance once again, but it has this freshness and lightness. You know, it's this person who comes into the room and there's just some sunny energy, you know, and you're just so comfortable being around this fragrance or a person, and you just don't want to stop, you know, that experience. So anyway, that was my #1 perfume crush. Actually, guys, I'm going through it pretty quickly. I'm obsessed. Like, I need a full size. Like, that fragrance would be definitely a special one if I had it. But let's move on to another one. I have very different fragrances today. Next is going to be a perfume from the British brand Ormonde, Jayne, and it is called Damask. Now, Damask is a rosy fragrance. It's kind of like a fizzy, sparkling, fruity rose fragrance that, my dear friends, reminds me of Delina. And Delina is a very popular fragrance for women. Even men love it. It is considered a very sexy fragrance. But to me, Delina is a little bit too heavy and too cloying. I figure out that I don't like musky note in Delina, and I can tell you this is much more grown up, and I would say less aggressive and annoying fragrance than Delina, but they are very similar, because in here you'll also get this fruitiness, this bubbly blackcurrant vibe, and a lot of rosiness, and also ton of musk on the rose petals. But this musk just doesn't turn too heavy and overwhelming on me. So, you know, it's like when everyone has a crush on that girl and you have a crush on her girlfriend or something, or maybe younger sister or older sister, you know, everyone loves that girl and you don't. Well, anyway, that's my feelings about Damask by Ormonde Jayne. I have an amazing interview with the brand owner of this brand on my Instagram, so you might want to check that video out. And I find this is a beautiful collection from Ormonde Jayne, but this is one of my favorites from this line, and I would definitely love to own a full-size bottle of this fragrance that I know is very attractive, but you know, it's just more wearable to me than, for example, Delina. So it's a massive perfume crush. It's kind of like a rosy crush of mine. But let's get into heavier and darker stuff and talk about niche brand from Netherlands, Francesca Bianchi. And her fragrances are quite, how should I put it, sexy and loud, and I know there are so many fans of Francesca Bianchi's perfumes among you guys or just out there, and I would like to know, what do you like about her perfumes? Because I don't find they are easygoing, I don't find that they are overly likable, I find they are very special and they are all very similar. This fragrance I have here is the one that in my opinion stands out from her collection, and although I have a lot of fragrances on my wish list from Francesca, Sticky Fingers is my perfume crush from this line, and I will tell you why I like it. First of all, there is no surprise that I love patchouli. Those of you who follow me and who have been watching my videos know that I adore patchouli fragrances. I find this is just a phenomenal note in the perfumery, and this is a heavy patchouli fragrance. Now, this is all slightly powdery. It is also animalic patchouli, and it has some sweetness to it. So I would say it's dirty, dark, sweet, heavy, smoky, powdery patchouli, and I'm all about scents like that. So I would say this is like, you know, a bad boy or like a bad girl whom you might have a crush on. So I just know that I would be so happy wearing this fragrance, you know, like spraying myself with it, and all the fragrances are super loud, so it's definitely bad boy, bad girl type of a vibe perfume, so not hard for me to enjoy. Although I would like to know, just if you would analyze yourself, are you more into good or bad girl slash boys? Let me know. Okay guys, so let's move on to the natural fragrance from the house of Matriarch that I find is so angelic, so feathery, like complete opposite to Sticky Fingers, and it is called Tetramorph. Tetramorph is something absolutely otherworldly. It's a very fresh fragrance that is musky, that is clean floral. It smells like some angel in heaven. So I would say that if there was, like, you know, this absolutely innocent person who is just like so delicate and so ethereal, like, you know, you have a crush because it's something absolutely young and just like innocent. So that's the feeling this fragrance gives me, and that's why I have a crush on it. Actually, it's a very wonderful fragrance. It's just like so beautiful, very beautiful. I wear it and I'm like, oh, so beautiful, like literally butterflies in my stomach effect. All right, so finally I have a brand new perfume I've tried out this morning. I kinda had a feeling I will like it. I did not expect to have a crush on it, but thanks God I did. Well, actually not, because now I wanna have it and it's pretty expensive. But okay, let me tell you more about it. It is from the American brand again, and it is also a natural perfume, and it is about iris. So as you know, I love powdery perfumes. Iris is very powdery note. In this fragrance you have orris root, which is woody and earthy. There is true orris butter in here, so it's a very high quality fragrance. It's rich, it has a very I would say fresh start, because there is something like maybe violet leaf in there, and if you don't know how it smells, it's quite a green grassy note that has something in common with cucumber. So I don't have a crush on it like when you spray it on, because it's like a little bit too edgy for me, but oh my god, that velvety, beautiful iris is just so gorgeous as it dries down. I know that there is also note of oud in there and carrot seed, botanical musk, but to me it smells very fresh, almost like shower gel, which I've never experienced with natural perfumes, because they are always so complex and so heavy and so like you know, like overloaded with these very complex natural materials. When I Rescue, or Irescue, I didn't really know how to pronounce it correctly, smells very smooth. It's a quite delicate perfume. It is created to be a sexy orris. I would say it's not sexy. I would say it's just something very wearable for an orris perfume, because once again it can be too rooty and too heavy or too powdery. This one smells extremely fresh. It smells like real iris flower growing in your garden, okay? Although it should be focused on the orris root, and yes, there is the stage when it smells very earthy and woody like orris root, but overall impression of this perfume is like this fresh modern take on the note of iris, which is very unisex, and I cannot really tell you which kind of person I would associate it with. I just have a crush on it because it's about my favorite note, and as you know, I like this brand a lot. So anyway, I have a crush on it. I knew I will like it, and now I'm like, I wish I had a bottle so I could bath in it, I could mix it with my sticky fingers. So all of these are definitely fragrances on my wish list, and just in case you would like to support me and you would like to make my dreams come true, you can support me on Buy Me Coffee website. Every donation really helps me a lot, you guys, and I'm very thankful for your support. But also, other than that, you can support me by giving this video a thumbs up if you enjoy chatty videos like this, and of course subscribe to my channel. So guys, on that note, that was all from me, but I would like to hear from you. First of all, on which fragrances do you have a crush? And second of all, do you know any of these fragrances? If so, what do you think about them? And if not, let me know if this video was helpful for you. So I'm excited to hear from you. Thank you so much for watching, and make sure to stay tuned, smell good, and if you want more content from me, you can always follow me on my social media. All the helpful links you'll find down below, and we'll see each other in the next one. Bye guys! Oh, guys, and another thing I wanted to tell you in this video is that I would like to hear in the comments which videos you would like to see from me in the future, because I really want to film those videos that you guys are interested in. So feel free to comment your ideas down below in the comments, and if you would like to see more of these perfume crushes, then I can do them more often. Just let me know, please.